Welcome to City Roundup, brought to you by the City of Pensacola, with your host, Saida Rosa. City Roundup is your one-stop shop for everything having to do with the City of Pensacola. And now, Saida.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us for another episode of City Roundup. I'm your host, Saida Rose, with the City of Pensacola. We usually start our show off with a message from Mayor Grover Robinson. He spoke with reporters at his press conference earlier this week about the newest hire at the city.
Construction is estimated at $7.5 million, with work anticipated to begin in the fall of 2020. We're also very excited to announce that we have selected a neighborhoods administrator, and Lawrence Powell will be serving in that capacity. Lawrence is a Pensacola native. He's very active in the community as a former Future Leaders of Warrington, co-founder of Iron Sharpens Iron Academy for Boys, and serves as a pastor of Christ Our Redeemer Eternal Ministries. He is anticipated to start Monday, July 15th.
This week in our City News Show, we have good news for skateboarders. Hosts Tonya, Vaden, and John Scanlon tell us about those exciting changes coming to a city park. They also tell us about improvements to a downtown alleyway and give us the rundown of upcoming summer camps. Those topics and more coming up right now.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for another episode of our City News Show. I'm Tonya Vaden.
And I'm John Scanlon. And we're at City Hall to talk about a collaboration that will excite skateboard enthusiasts in Pensacola.
That's right. Mayor Grover Robinson announced at his weekly press conference last week that the City of Pensacola has teamed up with Upward Intuition and the Institute for Human and Machine Cognition to bring skate spots to the Hollice T. Williams Park. The spots provide a safe area for the skate community and also create interactive locations that will serve as building blocks for STEAM learning. The skate spots will address the immediate needs of the skate community until the larger Blake Doyle skate park can be completed. The spots replicate common skate locations such as handrails or concrete ledges. The spots will be constructed of recycled materials donated to the city. The skate spots are expected to be completed by this fall.
Thanks to your generosity, Manna Food Pantries now has 21,314 pounds of food to help feed people in our community. The annual donut strike for Manna was a huge success. The goal was to collect 20,000 pounds of non-perishable food between June 26th and 28th. During that time, our first responders gave up eating donuts until Manna reached their goal. They far exceeded it. Thank you to everyone who participated.
The Downtown Improvement Board recently celebrated the opening of the newly activated Jefferson Alleyway. The alleyway has been revamped with plants, lighting, and paint. The purpose of the revamp was to create a safer space by providing lighting. Members of the Downtown Improvement Board celebrated the revamp with a ribbon cutting on Friday, June 28th. Come see the improvements for yourself.
Last call to apply to Pensacola Fire Department's cadet program. If you've always wanted a career in the fire service, this is your chance. Fire cadets receive paid training and will be state certified EMT and firefighters when they complete their training. Applicants must be 18 or older and have a high school diploma or GED. The deadline to apply is July 12th. To apply, go to our jobs website, PensacolaCityJobs.com.
Well, before we go, we have some camps we want to let you know about. First, Pensacola Youth Soccer Camp, presented by North Pensacola Optimist Club, is coming up July 15th to the 18th. UWF women's head soccer coach Joe Bartlinski will bring some of his players to help conduct the camp. This camp is for boys and girls aged 6 to 15. To learn about costs and register, go to PensacolaYouthSoccer.com. We also have a musical theater camp July 22nd to 26th, hosted at our Gold Point Resource Center. This is an introductory camp for students interested in the basic concepts of musical theater, singing, acting, and dancing. To learn about costs and register, go to webtrack.cityofpensacola.com.
Well, that's all we have for you on this episode of our City News Show. We thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
She is one of the most helpful people in City Hall. If you've run into her, there's a good chance she's greeted you with a genuine smile. On this episode of City Spotlight, we introduce you to Trudi Nichols, our Assistant Technology Resources Manager. Trudi explains her role at the City of Pensacola and tells us about her passion of punching keys.
I've known ever since I've been 10 years old that I was going to go into IT. There was no question, because at 10 years old, I could sit in front of a computer and make that thing do anything I wanted to, and I absolutely love that about the application side of it. It's what you can make computers do. And I just think that we can become more efficient with computers. And I know it's a lot of work and change is sometimes hard, but I think the challenge of change is just something I've been attracted to forever. Hi, I'm Trudi Nichols, Assistant Technology Resources Manager at the City of Pensacola. I have been here 4.5 years. One of the things I really strive to do is to know enough about everything that if I can assist, if it's something easy, if it's something I can actually do, that I can do it. Because if you can call me and I can answer the question or fix the problem or anything like that, then you have a great experience as an end user. Our residents have a great experience when they call. And that's what it's all about, is we want everyone to feel that we have an excellent customer service. I feel like what the things that I see IT implementing are things that we honestly believe and are trying to implement to make things more efficient. The thing that keeps me here is because I feel like we're doing something worthwhile.
For more episodes of our City Spotlight and news show, visit our YouTube channel. Search City of Pensacola. We'll be right back after this.
Natural gas homes are in demand. Here's what home builders have to say.
Gas provides a wonderful selling advantage over electricity. Customers love cooking with natural gas. It gets hotter faster. The temperature is actually more controllable. The energy efficiency absolutely plays a part with our decision to put natural gas in our homes. It's much more efficient for our customers to use natural gas.
Natural gas from Pensacola Energy, the clean, reliable, earth-friendly choice.
Heat pumps don't pump much heat. In fact, heat from an efficient natural gas heater can be 30% warmer, and you can get up to an $800 rebate when you install one. Warming up to natural gas yet? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
We now turn to our green tip of the week. Use the microwave to cook food when you can. The microwave oven uses up to 8% less energy than a conventional oven. The city is looking for great people to be a part of our team. Go to PensacolaCityJobs.com to find out what positions we're looking to fill. You can also sign up for notifications to hear about jobs as soon as they're posted. Some food for thought for your Friday. In this episode of Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, host John Scanlon from Pensacola Energy shows us how to use natural gas to make a delicious pecan-crusted grouper.
On this episode of Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites, we have pecan-crusted grouper with frangelico sauce. Stick around and find out how it's done.
Welcome to Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
Hey, welcome to Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites. I'm your host, John Scanlon, and I have a very special guest with me today, a fellow co-worker with Pensacola Energy, one of our marketing specialists. We have Jim Bootery. Jim, what are you making for us today?
Well, today, John, we're making pecan-crusted grouper with frangelico sauce. And this recipe comes from, if some of you might remember this old restaurant, it's called the Yacht Restaurant. It was located in Pitt Slip back in the 90s. So anyhow, this is another quick dish we're going to do today. We're going to mix up some finely chopped pecans along with some Italian breadcrumbs. And let me grab something to kind of mix that up there with there, buddy. All right. So we get this combination kind of stirred in. We have some grouper fillets over there, fresh grouper fillets. We're going to pass these through flour first. Get them in there, coat them with flour. We're going to coat them, pass them through some milk, and then onto our chopped pecans.
Now, you had regular pecans and you just ran them through a food processor?
I sure did, man. That was an awesome way to do it. Just run it through the food processor. Don't have to worry about spending the time, tedious time of chopping up pecans.
And this recipe is actually, it can be found in the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook. It's 25 years of history from the Fiesta Seafood Grill. Pensacola Energy has the grill. We have a lot of different chefs come on every year at the Pensacola Seafood Festival. 25 years of history in this book. You can buy it for $15, and all the proceeds go to the Escambia Utility Assistance Program, which is a program for the elderly and for the disabled to help pay the utility bills. And it comes with just a ton of excellent restaurants, some that aren't with us anymore, like Jim was saying, the Yacht restaurant. So if you remember that, then remember the Angus. They're in this book, and it's an excellent gift. And it has these really good recipes in it as well.
All right. While we're kind of getting that together, we're going to let some oil heat up in our pan. We've got it on a medium heat right now while that oil heats up, and then we'll kick it up while we're letting that happen. We'll continue. Just doing this real quick. Sorry. And this is just a basic wash, just flour into the milk, boom, into the pecan and Italian seasoning mix there. All right, now we're putting our grouper fillets in the pan, letting those cook at a medium-high heat, and let's see, like 5 to 7 minutes per side.
Pensacola is my hometown, and I've never had pecan-crusted grouper before, so I'm intrigued. I can't wait.
This is some very good stuff. There's some variations of this recipe that I've come across from New Orleans. There's a pecan-crusted saffron sauce grouper dish from Commander's Palace. It's very similar to this. And what I do when I cook that at home, in order to kind of save some time, I'll get things going on a cast iron skillet and get my grouper fillets in there, but then I'll put them in the oven and let them finish cooking in the oven for about 15, 18 minutes at 400. But it's a different dish, and I'd like to do that one day for you as well. It'd be pretty good.
Well, that's what I like about these recipes that are in the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook is they do have some really simplistic ones that are easy. I mean, and this is pretty easy as well. It's, just a couple ingredients. Looks phenomenal. It's different than what I would normally make. And I don't know why, because this is very doable.
Very good dish, especially using pecans from local store here, Renfro Pecans. I mean, Renfro Pecans. We got grouper from Joe Patty's, and cooking with Pensacola Energy natural gas. Don't get any better than that, folks. All right, we're going to turn these over. Get the other sides going. Johnny, getting the coloration at the top of these group of fillets here, how that pecan is starting to show its color and cook in and getting crisp on top. Can't wait to sink our teeth into that.
So this has about 5 or 7 minutes, and then
probably about 5 or 7 minutes left, and then we're going to take them off, slide them off on the plate, and then we'll start with the sauce that goes on top of it.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. Our group of fillets are just about done. So let's go ahead and plate a few of these up here. And we'll grab one more out of here before we slide this over. Boy, it looks pretty good. Huh?
That looks amazing.
I love how the pecans just
it's like grouper pork chops. That's awesome.
We'll take that. All right. Now, next thing we got to do is prepare our sauce to go on top of the pecan-crusted grouper. This is the Frangelico sauce that we were talking about earlier. So let's get started with that. First off, we're going to have some heavy cream. And again, this recipe is in our Seafood Festival cookbook. All right, we've got the heavy cream going. We're going to put in our frangelica liqueur. God, it's got a great smell. And then just a little salt and pepper to taste there.
So you're just waiting for this to want to thicken a little bit?
This is going to reduce a little bit, yeah, right. It's going to reduce down. Let the water content cook out of the cream and thicken a little. All right, Johnny, we brought our sauce up to a little boil there. Got all the water content out. Now we're ready to shut the fire off on here. And we're going to put that, drizzle that right on top our grouper, pecan-crusted grouper fillets with frangelica cream sauce. Okay.
That looks fantastic. Great job, Jim. So you can find this recipe and many more like it in the Fiesta Seafood Cookbook, A Taste of Pensacola. And if you'd like to purchase that book, give us a call at 850-436-5050. Get 25 years of history from the Fiesta Seafood Grill at the Pensacola Seafood Festival. And all the proceeds from the sales of the cookbook go to the Escambia Utility Assistance Program, helping the elderly and the disabled pay their utility bills. Each book's $15. Make sure to hit subscribe, follow the other videos from Coastal Cooking Presents Quick Bites, learn some of these great recipes, and we'll see you next time.
This has been Coastal Cooking Quick Bites, brought to you by Pensacola Energy.
That's all we have for this episode of City Roundup. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you same place, same time, next week.
This has been City Roundup with Saida Rosa. City Roundup is the City of Pensacola's one-stop shop for everything having to do with Pensacola. Join us again each Friday at 8 a.m. for more of City Roundup.